Hey everybody, Rosematter here. Welcome to part 24 of my Super Danganronpa Another 2 Let's Play. In the last episode, we started off with Sora waking up, having been knocked out by Shiobai while he interrogated her about Akane Taira. It seems like he knows quite a bit about everything, not too much of a surprise considering he's like the ultimate information broker, but still, little out there, and then he just disappeared. So that was weird. And then the episode ended with a video, like it seems like a live feed of someone holding a knife to a possibly unconscious Teruya, and we have to go see if he's okay, given the fact that, you know, we're far enough into the chapter. Unless there's a fake out, I think we know who our next victim's gonna be, but we'll just have to wait and see if we're right about that, so let's get back into it. The top floor of the left twin tower. Even though the broadcast was cut short, I was certain this was the right place. The room shown in the video was definitely the broadcasting room. However, the roof on the west and east towers are structurally the same. It just came down to chance, right? Oh, it's the statue where the statue is. Okay. The location of the window and the golden statue seen far away from the window. I used that information to deduce the location in the video was the west building. Please, please don't say I'm too late. Teruya, I can't let him die. He's the key to everything right now. But before that, he's a friend that's been with us through this killing game. It's not just about him. I'm not going to let anyone else die. I took a deep breath and pulled the door handle to the broadcasting room. Huh? It's locked. You've got to be kidding me. Then that means the culprit who filmed the broadcast is inside there, locking me out. Damn it, open up. Please, just open the door. Sora, Yuriko, everyone. Sora, what is going on? We all met up while we were heading up here. What the heck was up with that broadcast? It seems like this was the right place, seeing that we all gathered here. No, I mean, you're right, but we have a problem. The room is locked. It's locked? Damn it, what should we do? If it's locked, then that means Teruya is definitely in there. Iroha, what was with that look, huh? Alright, that's it. Monocrow. Monocrow, please come out and open this. Right, we can call for Monocrow. If he can put out fire from the crime scene at the Tower of Babe. That's what we're gonna call it for now, the Tower of Babe. You just opened the door, right? Wait, why isn't he responding? You know, we haven't seen Monocrow in a while, have we? Not basically since we got to this island. Monocrow? Monocrow! It's no use. Come to think of it, we haven't had any morning announcements these past few days. He's not here. Teruya, if you're in there, answer me. Teruya, so the only two people that are missing are Shiobai and Mikado. What should we do, Sora? Monocrow, we dealt with something similar to this in the past. Yuki? Guys, let's break the door down. What? We can't. Damaging school property is still against the school rules. You're right about that, but Monocrow himself once told us. The rules are absolute, but can be forgiven to break in certain situations. Huh? Oh, you mean when we entered Kokoro's room? Usually, oh god, because this does remind me of Kokoro, because I'm like, at this point she was already dead, which makes me hope that, god, I hope Teruya's alive. Well, it seems like you're already too late. What do you mean? For future reference, it is permitted to break down doors in cases like these. The rules are absolute, but you are allowed to break them in special situations. For example, when a murder has occurred, oh, they're just saying it straight up. Oh no. Right, he even specified it as a murder case. I don't want to consider the possibility, but in the worst case scenario, this might be exactly that situation. I agree, we still might not be too late. Alright, if we four tackle it together, we'll probably break it. It looks weak enough. So that's the case. If Teruya is dead, this is a matter of was that a live broadcast or was that, like, pre-recorded? We'll ram it on the count of 3. Especially if people can just disappear and reappear, you could have another locked room scenario where you could lock the door and then just glitch out of the room. 1, 2, 3. It didn't work. damn it. One more time. What are we going to see? After a few more attempts, the door broke down with a loud crashing sound because we were ramming it with all of our force. We all tumbled to the floor once it broke. Here we go. And we all simultaneously looked up. The first thing we noticed was the light tapping-like sound from the projector, and a video was being projected on the white wall of the broadcasting room. On the dead center of that wall... Ah, god damn it. I mean... He doesn't look dead? That sound means he is. Well, that's a body discovery announcement. Well, never mind. Damn it. I knew it. I knew it as soon as he got that frickin' code. And, you know, the reset code, he learned stuff and everything. He had a target painted on him. Silently lay the former ultimate merchant, Teruya Otori, with a hellscape of a video as a background. I guess, you know, I have to say, after some of the other body discoveries, this one, he actually looks, it almost looks peaceful. Huh? No, Teruya. Teruya didn't move an inch as he lay there against the wall with his eyes closed. It didn't help much that the projector was showing us a scene reminiscent of an actual hell. I'm guessing that's like the world after the most tragic event of all time. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event, however you say it. But even before I had the chance to fully comprehend what was going on, that happened. What? Did you guys hear that? What? Is it raining inside or something? I can't see. It isn't rain. Look, on the ceiling. Sprinklers. But this isn't a fire. We can worry about that later. Let's get out of here before we get soaking wet. As the water streams from the sprinklers were stronger than we expected, we quickly ran out of the room. Too late. I'm already soaking wet. Sora, what should we do? Teruya, is he really dead? And the thing is, like, there's no body announcement, right? Because Monocrow's not around anymore. Damn, what's going on here? Why did the sprinklers suddenly activate? Why didn't we find the killer if the room was locked from the inside? Let's go inside again once the sprinklers stop. They might be hiding somewhere. And we only saw Teruya from a distance, right? There was no blood, so he might have just fainted. Yeah, when did the sprinklers stop anyway? By the sounds of it, it may have already stopped. Alright, let's go back in. Yuki, wait for us. What? The body's gone, I'm guessing? Yep. Wait, where's Teruya? Okay, I know they said the former, they were acting like he was dead, but do we have confirmation? There was no body announcement. Maybe he's not dead. He just looked like he was knocked out. I'm not in denial, guys. Totally not in denial. What are you talking about? We couldn't understand what had happened. In that short amount of time the sprinklers were active, Teruya had disappeared without a trace. The sprinklers were indeed on for quite a while, but it was still only a few minutes. There was only one exit to the broadcasting room, and we were all waiting outside of it. Teruya had vanished into thin air, as if he had teleported somewhere else. What is going on? He's gone. Teruya's gone. Wait, what? Or maybe he was really alive? Oh, that's it. That must be it. Or else, why would a dead body disappear on its own? Dead body or not, we were all waiting outside the only exit. How could he have gone past us? Eek, I'm sorry. Everyone. Also, it would be like, also, Iroha, we know that you're the Void, okay? So you can give up. You can just stop pretending. Look over there. There's a door that wasn't there before. What? I thought the main entrance was the only exit to this room. Sora, did he maybe... Yeah, I think so. I don't know how the door suddenly appeared on the wall, but if this has anything to do with how Teruya disappeared from the room... We all took deep breaths and slowly opened the door. And then... It's interesting. Like, what's with all the colors? This is a storage room? some stupid props and broadcasting equipment. Yeah, I think you're right. That's not important right now. It almost looks like, you know, with all the pastels and stuff, I'm like, maybe an artist could have used this for something. It's also colorful. Teruya isn't here either. We searched inside the small storage room just in case, but there was no sign of Teruya. Just gotta be careful. You open a door and it's not just a dead drop, you know, like it was with that bridge. What the heck is happening? What? Were we all so tired we somehow hallucinated it? No way. Even for a virtual world, that's a bit... virtual world. Everyone, was the window here always broken? You're right. It's somehow broken, all this mess. I see. So Teruya broke the window. And jumped out? Are you really about to say such nonsense, Sora? Wait. Why did you say Sora? It's Iroha. That's okay. Maybe, yeah, I am implying. I know it's ridiculous, but since I've had a history of falling down from a high place and surviving, I just thought... You're talking about the fall you had from the Tower of Babe, right? But the city's different from that place. That place was definitely an anomaly that even Mikado didn't expect. Well, there's the bug. It's still weird here. There was a bug. Nikkei said he created that place specifically to mess with Mikado, remember? Yeah, but contrary to that, this is a place that Mikado prepared for the killing game, just like any other island. I doubt such reality-bending stuff could happen here. But even the connecting bridge was bugged. Since we're dealing with a virtual world, I say it's a definite possibility. I can't say you haven't got a point, but so what? Are you going to jump down to prove me wrong? And we aren't even sure that's where Teruya went. Stop, stop. This isn't the time to be fighting amongst ourselves. We should be looking for Teruya, not fighting. He should be somewhere nearby. He's no Mikado, so it's not like he could have teleported somewhere else. Yoroko is right. Yuki, Iroha, let's first search for Teruya. It seems to be our topmost priority right now. Yes, ma'am. You're right. I'm sorry for shouting, Sora. I guess I kind of got impatient that... It's alright. We've been through even worse, right? We do need to search for Teruya, but just to be safe, avoid being alone and don't go too far searching for him. We still don't know where the unknown guy with the knife went in that video, so be careful. I was like, maybe I shouldn't get paired up with Iroha considering that she pushed me before. I'm sure nobody wants to be alone with her, just in case. From the sudden announcement, the sprinklers and Teruya vanishing, everything is all too confusing. Interesting, so we don't have... So this isn't like a... We're not really gathering clues for... Because we don't even know if he's dead. That could have been a fake-out body announcement thing. And, like, there was no body announcement. It's just, they made it seem like he had died, but we don't know. Unlike before, I'm not alone. Yuki, Yoroko, and though she still isn't out of suspicion, Iroha is here with me. Still too early to decide Teruya's already dead. We mustn't lose hope. Let's hurry up and search for him. Looks like cameras, ladders, medicines, and various miscellaneous items are stored here. So we can't investigate this window. Oh, Sora. Did you find him? No, he's not in the building at least. How did he leave this place in such a short time frame? Maybe he really did jump off. I don't know about that, but there's some place I want you to go with me. Someplace you want me to go with you? Just the two of us? No, with everyone. I've got my suspicions on a certain place. You got a lead? Well, this is the West Twin Tower, right? Why not check out the same room in the East area that has the same structure as this one? I knew it. When we all went to the broadcasting room on the other side, what was waiting for us was a door that wasn't there before, just like the West broadcasting room. Guess we gotta go in here too. Yeah, if a door suddenly appears, that means something has happened inside, right? And then here we go. Yeah, I'm always worried about opening doors in these games. After we nodded to each other, I slowly gripped the door handle and pushed my way in, just like before. The first thing that greeted us was darkness and the smell of damp dust, but unlike before, we instinctively knew that something was different. Damn it! Something was wrong. Oh, maybe it'll be a fake out. Maybe it'll be fucking like Mikado or maybe Shiobot. That'd be wild. The same room with the structure flipped sideways, yet it felt so different. The reason was made clear as the despair-filled reality that lay in front of us was engraved forever in our eyes. I bet it's not Teruya. I bet... Ah, damn it, it is Teruya. Fuck. I want to have hope. I was like, maybe it's a fake out. Alright, fine. He's dead. But once again, like, he's in the exact same position. Yes, he's bleeding. But we got faked out before. I'm guessing he is dead this time. There is blood. But compared to, especially, like, frickin' Setsuka's body discovery, like, this is quaint, almost. Teruya? In the storage room of the East Broadcasting Room, there was the first person I tried to find for the last few days. Teruya laid there. Teruya, you're awake, right? You walked over here from the West Building, right? Please tell me you're alive. Sora? Teruya silently sat there, not moving an inch. He didn't seem like he was breathing, nor did he have any pulse, and his skin had already lost its color, yet I still didn't want to believe it. Shinji would be the last to leave us. That's what I had thought to myself. The killing game is in its end game. Every remaining friend we have will all survive and escape together. It's what I believed. Perhaps that was why I called out his name again, and perhaps, despite fully knowing he'd already left us. However... Oh, well, there we go. There's the body discovery announcement. A corpse has been located. All remaining students, please gather in the storage room at the broadcasting room where the body was found. The body discovery announcement, then... Damn it. The piercing announcement reawakened us of the harsh reality with no ways of escaping from it. There was no way to run away from it now. The former ultimate merchant and member of the Kisaragi Foundation, Teruya Otori, friend or foe, has been killed just like that. What? How can this be? Teruya's dead. How on earth? You must be joking. Teruya dead? Teruya? Mikado, he is wearing gloves, isn't he? But he seems almost too obvious to be the culprit. And also, like, with the teleporting body and stuff. Haha, the funny rainbow man died. After barely surviving his last killing game, only to be caught up in another one and die. Oh, the irony. Hold it in, Sora. He's not worth it. But... it's fine. He's probably the culprit anyway. We're gonna get rid of him soon. What? What is this I hear? Me, the culprit? Why would you say such a horrible thing to me when you haven't even investigated yet? Mikado, the body discovery announcement. It was different from before. What is going on? What? Don't play dumb. It wasn't even the phrase he usually used, and he's not even here at the crime scene. Should you really be concerned about something like that right now? What do you mean? And you're still in that state? Pathetic. My assumption was not wrong, I see. What are you talking about? Alright then, I acknowledge that Monocrow's presence is needed for our progress. That's precisely why I reinstalled him. Come over here, Monocrow. Welcome to the Neo World program. How can I be of assistance? Now is not the time for such unrelated comments. Hurry up and proceed with the usual investigation procedure. Ah, the Neo World, okay. Identification K003 Teruya Otori, value confirmed to be false. Commencing classroom trial. Guide. Well, what is this? What language is he speaking? This isn't his usual self. He's acting more like a robot. Mikado, what did you do to Monocrow? What? I didn't do much. Just some simple modifications, if you will. Modifications? As if anyone cares about this useless bird. We aren't worse off without him after all. Configuration successful. Starting guide. As a murder case has happened, each individual has a right to investigate for a certain time period. This guide will provide you with one Monocrow file per murder case, which will aid you in your investigation. If perceived that enough investigation has been accomplished, the class trial shall commence. As such, be wary of your given time while investigating. Wow, what interesting information, dear birdie. Or it would be if we weren't doing this for the 5th time. Now leave the Monocrow file and get out of here. You were boring to begin with. Someone else might also die from boredom if you continue to be here. We felt it, and Shiobai hasn't shown up yet, huh? We felt it from the body announcement, but the Monocrow now wasn't the Monocrow we knew from the rest of the killing game. Come to think of it, he did act weird even when we first arrived here. When Monocrow is also with Void and hosting the killing game we're trapped in, he doesn't deserve our pity. However, I do realize now that Monocrow probably already knew it would come to this back then. Now then, shall we get to investigating? Before you spout such nonsense about me being the culprit, I suggest you should do your best to investigate first. We can do as much petty bickering as we want in the class trial, so please leave it to be until then. Wait, don't you dare warp away. Mikado! It's useless. He's already gone. What's wrong, Yoriko? Well, about the class trial. I know it feels depressing to do it all over again, but we always used to do it in the Monocruise, right? But since Mikado destroyed the ship, where are we supposed to do it now? I don't know, but the case has already happened, and the fact we have to do it in investigation means a class trial is definitely going to happen. Iroha, do you know anything about this? Just straight up calling her out, like, you should know something, right? Because you're Void. Oh, what? Why would you ask me that? I guess you're right. How would you know anything about this when you're not even a Void? Yeah, tell me about it. Where would the class trial be held? I have no idea. That's not the only weird thing. The body discovery announcement's been made, and according to the rules, everybody should have gathered. But there's no sign of Shiobai. Huh? Yeah, where is the old guy? I thought you'd get executed if you don't follow Monocrow's rules. Don't tell me, like, he just basically got voided out of, like, basically it's like a computer program. He just got deleted out of the game. Weird. Monocrow and Shiobai. Ever since we've arrived here, it feels like something isn't right. There is also the fact that Shiobai has the same colors, right? As, like, Monocub, Monocrow. Guys, we should start our investigation. Yuki, I know we all have our suspicions and worries right now, but the most important thing is our friend has been murdered. Tori is dead. Whatever we do, that result cannot change. Yeah, virtual world or no, dying is dying. Someone has died, and the rest of us need to participate in the class trial in order to survive. You're right. This isn't the time to be worrying about that other stuff. Our lives are on the line after all. We can think about it when it's all over. Yes, the class trial first, and then we can take care of the rest later. This should probably be our final confrontation for us and for the Voids, as we look over very pointedly at Iroha. Yeah, with everyone's strength combined, I'm sure we can find the one who killed Turia. Before we start our investigation, could I have a moment with everyone? What's wrong, Sora? Well, I know this might feel a bit cringeworthy, but I was hoping we could do some sort of a team chant. That is a little cringe. What? You mean like a let's go team whatever, or something like that? I told you this would probably be our final challenge. I thought it would be nice if we did something special for our spirits facing this final class trial, but you don't have to do it if it's too cringe. I don't know about being cringe. It feels more like something out of a young sports manga, if you ask me. Heh, sounds like something Big Bro might have come up with. Alright, I'm down. If Big Bro was here, he would have definitely been up for it. What about you, Yoriko? I didn't say I was against it, okay? Alright, fine, I'll do it. I mean, I did go and say we were in the same boat, and we were all more than just friends. You too, Iroha. What? No, I think I'll just... Why not? We think of you as a partner. Wait, do you not think of us as your friends? Of course I do. Fine, I'll do it. So you should. Is everyone ready? It kind of feels embarrassing now that I'm actually about to do it. Yuki, you're gonna look like a real loser if you back out now. Sora, you're the one who suggested it. I hope you have a cool chant ready. Oh, the chant? There's something particular I have in mind. What? You should have thought of one before pitching the idea to us. I guess. 1, 2, 3. Let's go should suffice? I don't care anymore. Just say whatever you feel like. Well, then, everyone, this may be our final challenge. We've already gone through our 5th trial with our lives on the line, or we're already going through our 5th trial with our lives on the line again. We may have safely gone through 4 of them. We have had many sacrifices throughout our lives in this place, just like always. It won't be easy this time. Every trial has its fair share of difficulties. But I believe we can make it through. Our goal is to survive this killing game. We don't know who the culprit is. It may be someone among us right now. But at least for this moment, I hope that we can all survive as one. There are still a lot of issues to be solved, but for now, let's all focus on the class trial and work to survive as one, like we always did. Yeah, we can do this. So it's 1, 2, 3, and then let's go team. Got it? 1, 2... Turia. Though I did say a lot of stuff in high spirits with everyone. With Turia's death, we've lost the biggest lead we had. Granted, Yuriko, Yuki, and me making up, and me regaining my memories was a definite plus. But Turia's memory had the most crucial role for our escape plan out of here. No, I should save these thoughts for after the trial. That's right, even though Turia died without telling us anything. At least, everyone here is still alive. As long as we're alive, we aren't devoid of hope. There must be another way out. Let's just focus on the class trial. Here we are, the Monocrow file. As per usual, I should check it first. The victim is Turia Otori. The time of death is unknown. The body was discovered in the storage room of the East Twin Tower. There's a cut 50 millimeters deep, 3 millimeters wide on his chest. There wasn't much blood loss. Cause of death and the murder weapon is unknown. There aren't any noteworthy external wounds other than the one on the chest. That's it? Just feels like they get more and more vague as we go through each trial. Feels like they're getting lazier with the descriptions ever since Shinji's trial. Cause of death, murder weapon, and time of death are all unknown? Not this again. But this time I know better. I know the fact they hid this info is itself another clue. That means this case won't be a straightforward one as well. Though there wasn't much to gain, I should further investigate this file, with this file as a basis. Turia. His face contained no expression, emotion, or anything. His eyes and his empty face has lost its focus, and were staring off into space. I won't let your death be in vain, Turia. Like always, I decided to investigate the body first. However, other than the knife wound on his chest, there was no other noteworthy clues on him. Come to think of it, all the dead people so far have died in quite a fashion. Death, you're right? This one feels so mundane. Death by falling, freezing, being cut from limb to limb, fire. Like, it almost feels like whoever is doing this game is, towards the end, they're kind of tired of it and they're just speeding it along like, I'm not going to come up with something really grandiose. Just a quick stab, and I'm not going to really put much thought into the Monocrow file. It's just like they're just kind of, just being lazy about it. Compared to that, Turia's body looked somewhat realistic, devoid of any extreme clues. Now, this is a problem. By the looks of it, it seems obvious that the knife was the cause of death. But the fact that the Monocrow file hid the cause of death is bugging me. Sora, what's wrong? What are you thinking about? Oh, so you're investigating the body. Yuriko, mind if I join you? I was going to see the state of the body as well. As much as off-putting as it is that we become this calm about finding a dead body, we do need to investigate it after all. Of course, though it looks like Turia's body doesn't contain much evidence, other than the knife wound. I see. He seems to have at least died in a more peaceful way than the others. That doesn't explain why the Monocrow file intentionally hid info from us. We're missing something here. Hold on, Sora. Step aside. What's wrong? This. Did you figure something out? Take a look at this, Sora. Ah, this is... The fingertips have turned blue. Wait, let's take off his shoes and socks as well. That's like hypothermia, right? Maybe he was stored in a Oh, so maybe he's been dead for a while and they froze the body to kind of like distort the time of death? Help me out, Sora. Because, I mean, he's been not seen for like days. Oh, sure. Even his toes are the same. This, if my theory's correct. Yuriko, after a moment of silence, suddenly started to undress Turia. Wait, Yuriko, what are you... Look, his back. When Yuriko tugged Turia's shirt to reveal his backside, I also saw something weird. what's up with these pink spots? It doesn't seem like he had them before his death. Oh, these are liver mortis, hypostasis, or whatever you call them. Or hypostatus? Liver mortis? There's nothing surprising about just that. All the victims so far have had them as well. These naturally occur when you die. But the problem is the color. Yeah, right? So it's just showing like he's been dead for a while. They usually have a brownish red color, like dried blood. Then what do you think caused his turn into this color? I don't know the specifics myself, but his fingertips and toes were blue as well, right? With that info, it might be the case he died from lack of oxygen. Oh, damn it, I'm dumb. I was like, maybe he was put in a freezer or something, like he was frozen, and he's just thawing out. Might be the case he died from lack of oxygen. Really? How'd you know that? I heard it from a really drunk customer who worked as a doctor. He said this was caused by some sort of cyanosis? If we assume that's really the case, he probably died from cyanide consumption. Cyanide? That's poison, right? Yeah, but don't quote me on that. I'm not a doctor, and these are all just stuff that I heard from random places. But these signs don't show up unless a victim died a specific way, that's for sure. The chest wound was probably not the cause of his death then. So we have another situation where, like with Shinji, where the cut is not actually the thing that killed him. What's with those sparkly eyes, Sora? It's just that you look... Damn! Wow, Sora just like fell in love with her as she was talking about like cyanide poisoning and stuff. It's just you look so incredible right now. I didn't know you were the smart type. A little bit of a backhanded compliment there. What? Are you telling me I act dumb? I was quite the studying type, you know? I'm joking, Yuriko. That aside, we finally have some evidence regarding his cause of death thanks to you. Well, we gotta help each other out in this situation, right? Well then, I'll be over there investigating if you need me. See you later. Cyanide. I heard that even a small quantity is enough to be fatal. I need to keep the possibility that Teruya was poisoned in my mind. Damn it, I thought I was onto something. I thought that maybe he was frozen or like, you know, he died a while ago and kept hidden away. Teruya. That's all you gotta say, huh? Now, I know she was with us during, like, when we discovered the body and when it was moved around and stuff, but I find it's a situation usually whenever somebody's with us for the body announcement or when, like, they were with us when the murder occurred, it almost feels more likely that they're the culprit. It looks like hammers, ladders, medicines, and various miscellaneous items are stored here. Okay, so yeah, those aren't the important things. Are we going to have to go back over to the west side? As I suspected, there was no other clues to note in the east broadcasting room. The body was eventually found in the storage room on the east, but the culprit looks to have performed most of their acts in the west broadcast room. I should investigate that place as soon as possible. Now that I've looked at the body, I'll leave and return here, if we have some time left. It's a little cruel too. It's like there's only so much investigating time to do, and it's like intentionally the murderer had it so that they're so far apart and there's no connecting bridge between the two, so we can't just traverse across the walkway. That way it just wastes more time. This is tiring. Just going from one tower to another takes an extreme amount of time. There's supposed to be a bridge connecting the two towers, but an unknown bug is causing it to be unstable. Yeah, that was definitely done on purpose, so that we're wasting our time, making us have to walk all the way around. This is bad. I've wasted too much time already. I should start immediately and waste no time. Some half-burnt scrap of paper was lying around on the floor. What's up with this piece of paper? Like, how did it end up here? I don't think I saw this lying around before. When I picked it up, I could see it had already long cooled down, though it had been crumpled up due to the fire. Huh? There's some white powder on it. Found that there was some white powder on one side. Though I did call it white powder, its texture was rough and coarse enough to just barely qualify as powder. They even had a glimmer of shine in them, reflecting some of the light in the room. This must be glass. From the observations I just made, I was able to deduce this was without a doubt glass powder. But why would glass powder be on... Wait, before that, how was this paper burnt anyway? Although I'm not 100% positive, I have a feeling that this must have been used by the culprit. I should write this down. Now, who's someone who just happens to have a lot of paper on them? Maybe an artist. When I looked up, the now silent sprinklers that had poured water on us looking back at me. The broadcasting room ceiling wasn't what you could call high, but it was still high enough that I couldn't reach them with my hands. I wanted to take a closer look, but alas, it seemed impossible for someone of my height. Maybe it'd be possible for Teruya, but he's... Unless we find a ladder or something, I don't think there's much else to gain from looking at this. They must have sensed some sign of fire if they went off. That means there might be signs of a fire in this room, so I should keep an eye out for it. More stuff to investigate, I guess. I guess Mikado, he's also good at, like, starting fires randomly, but he just seems like too obvious of a suspect. Yoriko, have you found something? Sora, well, it's complicated. What do you mean it's complicated? Well, it's just, it happened so quickly that I'm having a hard time wrapping my head around everything that happened. If it's okay with you, can you help me redress everything that's gone down tonight? Wait, oh, like readdress? Readdress everything that's gone down today. I feel like I need someone to talk to about this. Sure, I also felt the need to go over what happened anyway. Thanks, about everyone's alibis then. It all started with that video with Teruya on the ground and someone with a knife. The culprit was the one inside the video, and that filming it, and was filming live in this room. It would help if we accounted everyone's alibi during that time, right? I was thinking the same. Yoriko, you're really thorough. Well, for me, I was in my room ever since you two left to get your key cards. I was about to leave and investigate near the hotel when I saw the video. Well, just like you said, both Yuki and I each went east and south to our hotels to get our keys. You can check Yuki's later, but here's my key card and handbook as proof. I see. So the only ones left are Mikado, Iroha, and Shiobai. I can vouch for Iroha. I don't know exactly where she was up to until now, but I assume she was in the east area. When I left the hotel to head there, Iroha was heading the same direction, most likely after seeing the same video. That leaves us with Mikado and Shiobai. Yeah, about that. I already asked Mikado a while ago, but he wouldn't answer me. He wouldn't answer you? What does that brat think he is? I guess we can take that as him being the culprit, right? I don't know if we should confirm it that easily, but yeah, I'm also pretty sure he's the culprit this time. We haven't seen him these past few days after all. We don't have a way of checking up on Shiobai since he's gone missing. The thing is that if they're trying to resurrect Yuki, if they want Yuki to become Utsuro, they don't want, like, they wouldn't, Mikado wouldn't want everyone to be killed off. Because wouldn't that defeat the whole purpose of, like, keeping Yuki alive so that Master Utsuro can come out? So you think that Mikado wouldn't want them to fail the class trial. Maybe that's the divine luck. Maybe that's the thing that's keeping us from failing the class trials, is just Yuki's divine luck keeping him alive. It's at least shortened our list of suspects. Well, we gotta talk about it more in the trial, I guess. But thanks, everything feels much more organized thanks to you. To summarize what we talked about, when the video was broadcasted, I was in the west area, Yuki was in the south, and Yoriko and Iroha were in the east area. Shiobai and Mikado's whereabouts are unknown. So these are the alibis as we know. Is it me, or is it like the evidence is already pointing towards a certain someone? I should write this down for now, and start about it more with the others once the trial starts, just like Yoriko said. This is going to be difficult, but at least the benefit to less people being alive is there's less possible culprits. Even with that, I still don't have a clue. I guess we've just got to investigate. Cheer up. As previously established, one of the windows was broken. Now that's quite a drop. I imagine that I'd die if I fell from one. But I still can't give up on the possibility. The Towers of Babel. While not as tall as this building, that tower was pretty dang high as well. After surviving from a fall like that, I don't know how much the laws of physics apply to this virtual world. Don't you dare try it out yourself, Sora. Oh, you scared me. You shouldn't sneak up on people like that. I tested it myself just now. I tossed some soda cans that I took from our tea party to your room, and they all fell to the ground and were crushed. You can see them hit the ground from this height? Of course I can't, hence why I ran down to the first floor to check them out myself. I saw it with my own eyes. Soda split everywhere, or spilt everywhere on the road. Cans obliterated. I thought it'd be easy to determine the results for beverages. Oh, so you went that far for that. Thanks, I really appreciate it. Well, with our lives at stake, we should take care of every little suspicion if it's possible. And I felt bad for shouting at you about the window back then, and thought I should take responsibility and check it out myself. That's what I thought anyway. How diligent of you. Seeing your motivation makes me want to work harder as well. Take your time, all right? We're not competing after all. Since Yuki tested it out himself, I guess that we've confirmed something. We can eliminate the possibility of someone escaping through the window from this locked room mystery, as they would just plummet to their doom. Then why is this window broken anyway? I'm positive that there's some reason for it. The camera that was always here in the broadcasting room, there's multiple here at the same model. The culprit had used one of these cameras to broadcast that weird video. How was the culprit able to broadcast the video? Huh? There's some sounds coming out of the monitor. Huh? Come again? Oh, I was just passing by and I heard some sounds come out of the monitor. But didn't this monitor originally show footage of the city? When I saw the monitor next to the camera, the footage indeed only showed the West broadcasting room. Hold on, Yuki. What? On closer inspection, I found that there existed an interface where we were given an option to choose which channel to show, just like a TV. So when I changed the channel from internal to external... Oh, the city footage. I guess it's back to normal. I see. The monitor here isn't just to receive security camera footage. With the camera next to it, it can actually send and receive between every monitor in the city. So the video we saw... Yeah, it was most likely filmed and broadcasted by the culprit using this. Wait, is this being shown live? What do you mean? I mean, we just saw footage of you in this room through the monitor. Since nobody changed the controls, since the culprit messed with them, I'd assume that they were kept the same since. So the video we saw was being shown live to us. Huh, you're right. Yeah, I don't see any recording functions in this machine. That probably confirms it. This is an important piece of evidence. We can check out everyone's alibis during the broadcast to find the culprit. I had thought it could have been a pre-recorded video, but this should be sufficient proof that it was indeed live footage. Which means I should probably talk to everyone about their alibis. Damn, well that removes some of the possible, like, interesting things that could have happened if it was pre-recorded. If it was live, that really does narrow down the suspects, especially with how few people we have. What's this? But I have a problem, it's not, or I have a feeling it's not going to be that simple. Some dirty stained cloth. Like, look at it all painted like that. That makes me think Iroha was involved in this somehow. Some dirty stained cloth was lying around in the corner of the room. It looks to be made from very soft, thick material. When I touched it, I was surprised to find it was soaked to the brim, but I quickly realized that it's soaked in water from the sprinklers. I don't recall seeing any cloth like this from the video that the culprit had broadcasted. Wait, I think I saw cloth like this stored inside the broadcasting room storage room. I assume this cloth was used as props in the performing arts business. I wonder if the culprit took them out of a storage room. Why did they even need all this? The possible reasons I can think of for now is getting rid of the bloodstains using the fact it was dirty in the first place. That's as far as I can think for now. I guess I've got to discuss this with everyone. There's nothing in here to check out, it looks like. Nope, did I miss? Oh, no, the sprinklers. I did see that. Okay. Oh, the door itself. Okay. It's the door that we busted down to enter the locked room. It can only be locked from the inside, yet there was nobody in the room when we came here. It's like if there was a locked chest with a key that unlocks it inside. A locked room mystery. Huh? What's this? It looks like the lock put on the door. Oh, looks like it was taped down. Must have fallen off when we busted it down. The mechanism seems to be a lever-based one. The lever seems to be pretty large. I thought most door locks these days were either button-based or body recognition-based. With this kind of lock mechanism, the door has to be closed completely, then the lever needs to be pulled from the inside. At least if it were button-based, I could imagine that there would be some gimmick to lock it from the outside. With this, I have no idea how the locked room mystery was created at all. There's another thing that's bothering me. Is this tape? Some bits of tape are hanging down on one end of the lock's lever. Why would someone put tape on this? Was it always there? Or is it some coincidence that the tape just happened to be on this lever? Perhaps it's a clue related to the locked room mystery. Oh, okay, so I am missing something here, so we checked that out. It's a pretty old-fashioned projector, one that you have to insert an actual film reel to play. Never thought I'd see one of these being used ever since digital projectors came out. This was definitely on when we first busted the door down. I remembered it clear as day, a video reminiscent of the pits of hell. Just thinking about it makes me shiver. Although it's deactivated now, the culprit must have activated the projector for some purpose. Huh? There's something on the end of the film. What is this? I don't think it's just sand or dust. Sora, so you came here as well. How's the investigation going? Oh, Yuriko, perfect timing. Have you seen this? What is this? Some sort of powder. Sora, don't tell me you've been... There was this yellow powder thing on the film when I came here. Do you know what this is? Hold on, let me have a sniff. Oh, gross. What's with that smell? Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Wait, isn't this a bit burned as well? So that's what caused the sprinklers to go off. Really? I guess it does look a bit scorched. Does it really smell that bad? Let me try. Ugh, is this rotten garlic or something? Yuriko, what's wrong? Sora, when we first busted in here, did you hear or see any signs of a fire? Fire? Come to think of it, I do recall hearing some sputter and crackling for a moment. Wait, the sprinklers? Then that would mean a fire did break out here. How else would the sprinklers have been activated? So it was set off to, like, for the projector to record or to, like, display the video at some point, and then I guess have that powder or something to set off the fire for the sprinklers to go on to get us to get out of the room. In the meantime, the culprit was able to get Chiri's body out in that time frame. I see. Sora, the dust on the film? It may be phosphorus. Phosphorus? More specifically, yellow phosphorus. Man, she knows a lot, like a suspicious amount. Anyway, the evidence of fire with the sprinklers, the scorches, and the smell of rotting garlic. It must be yellow phosphorus. It's like the flammable chemical substance, after all. I'm not much of a scientist, so please enlighten me on this. How's the fire and the phosphorus related? White phosphorus can create fire even from the smallest of friction. Its burning point is extremely low, lower than most room temperatures. And Sora, I suggest not touching it anymore. We should stay away from it. It's apparently quite toxic. So the culprit used this white phosphorus dust films to create a fire and activate the sprinklers, right? That seems to be the case. You don't look happy with this conclusion. Did we miss something? No, our theory should be correct. The problem is, who and why did they cause a fire, and where did they get their hands on phosphorus? Even if yellow phosphorus is really flammable, you still need to do something to it to cause a fire, and we didn't see anyone there. That's true. We only heard a sputter of fire and then saw the sprinklers activate. Let's just keep this in mind for now. It seems certain that the culprit did use the powder to cause the fire. Yeah, I guess we got to investigate some more. In what way did the culprit use phosphorus to cause the fire? The fact that they put effort into putting it onto the film is also suspicious. Oh, looks like that's it. Oh, we're over here now. Okay. Oh, this is where the trial is going to be. After wrapping up, maybe? We'll see. We'll see where the trial is going to take place. Maybe one of the big statues is going to, like, lift up and we have to go underneath the ground or into somewhere. After wrapping up the broadcasting room investigation, I headed to the stairs located nearby, and then I arrived in front of the door to the connecting bridge. Where is Shiobai? Where is he at? I had to run all the way around from the east broadcasting room to the west just to investigate, to Ray's body. If we only had access to the bridge, I wouldn't have to have traveled that far. But that being said, this bridge, the time when I almost fell, something about it just felt off to me. Is it really just a bug? Or is it... There you are, Sora. Eek! Get away, you creep. Oh, now hold on. Why would you hit someone in the face like that as soon as you see them? Why would you sneak up on somebody like that, you creep? Well, I am also doing my earnest best to investigate, and it just so happens I have a question for you. No. Please, don't leave me like that. Believe me, I want to find the culprit as much as you do. As if, although I guess running away from a question like that would make me look suspicious. Very well, just make it quick. Oh, how splendid. Well, you are aware I wasn't there when all this occurred, yes? I would like to hear what exactly went down. Sounds like you really don't need me to need me specifically to answer that. There were 3 other people at the scene other than me, you know? And unfortunately, I've already been ignored by every last one of them. Please, Sora, you're my last hope. I'll only give you the quick summary of what happened. I see, so that's what happened. Can I leave now? I don't want to waste a single second dealing with you. I have something I need to check before... The investigation has now concluded. We will soon commence the class trial. All students must immediately gather at the MAP Twin Building West lobby. Oh dear, it seems our time is up. How unfortunate. My dear Sora, it seems that I finally awakened to the power to read minds. And your mind is telling me, did I seriously waste my precious time dealing with this trash of a person? Please correct me if I'm wrong. Ouch! By the way, Mikado, do you know where we're actually supposed to go? What Monocrow just said didn't click with me. Oh, that I definitely know. My apologies for Monocrow's current confusing state. West Building first floor lobby is our destination. Lucky you, it's not that far from here. Come now, follow me. And Shiobai's still nowhere to be found, huh? Splendid, you're all here. Now let us all head towards the class trial grounds. What are you talking about? This is the Twin Tower. What do you mean the trial grounds? Why did Monocrow even gather us here? That's because the trial grounds is located in the basement floor of this very building. What? So that's where we're going? But I didn't see any buttons leading to the basement floor when I last used the elevator. Foo-foo, but that's how it is now. Perhaps someone suddenly constructed it. Because the Monocruise was destroyed. Constructed it. Mikado, did you? Now, let us put aside any unnecessary details. I mean, who cares about where we hold the trial? We must find and exterminate the filthy culprit who violently murdered Teruya. Everyone, we must go onwards. Wait, Mikado, what do you mean everyone? I was about to ask you a while ago, but where the heck is Shiobai? Huh? Shiobai? Shiobai, unfortunately, will not be participating in this class trial. What? How is that even fair? Not participating? How come he... Life is a continuous process of such unbelievable events, won't you say? It's almost like Shiobai was figuring some stuff out and Mikado didn't like that Shiobai was getting a little bit too close to the truth, so he, I don't know, disappeared him. But if that were the case, Mikado's got to know what we're up to, and he knows that, like, we've talked and we're trying to stop Void. So if anything, we should be the ones he's trying to take care of, but he's not going to get rid of Yuki. And, you know, Void might need Akane as well, so maybe that's why we're safe. I don't know. I'm so curious about what the heck happened with Shiobai. Now, let's not dwell on the people that aren't even here. That's a bummer. I like Shiobai during the trials. He's, well, just in general, I find him funny. Monocrow is waiting for us after all. And also, he's clutch. Like, he comes in clutch and helps us out a lot. Mikado, wait. So Shiobai's not here, and we can't, you know, say he's the culprit. Like, could we say that he's the culprit even if he's not around? Like, how would that work? Is he just basically... he's just out of the game? Like, we don't have to... like, we can't suspect him? If that's the case, then it really narrows down the suspects. Wait, this is exactly the same place as the one underneath the Monocruise. Mikado, you've got some explaining to do. Why is Shiobai not participating in this trial? I've heard from Sora he suddenly disappeared into thin air. Did something happen to him? Why are you so desperate to find him? He wasn't cooperative with you anyway, was he? You're all better off without him. Or are you not confident in your ability to find the culprit without him? Who says we can't find the culprit without him? We already know it's you. Yoriko? Huh? What, Sora? Talking to him is a waste of our time. It's better off that we ignore him altogether. Isn't it the social norm to whisper such words instead of saying it in front of the person in question? You're right, and like Mikado said, we're probably better off without Shiobai. Though I am curious about what happened to him, we need to focus on the trial that's in front of us right now. Right, we might get executed if we're not careful. If we die, we'll be making all the deaths that we've been through be in vain. The class trial is now open. All survivors must take the elevator down to the trial grounds. It's finally gonna start. Yeah, like it or not, we need to do this, so we'd better give it our all. Let's go. The oh my gosh, there's so few people. The 5th class trial, 6 survivors, 5 if we exclude the now gone Shiobai. So little people, yet the trial continues without any regards to it. I better prepare myself as well. Hoo-hoo-hoo. Not much to say, is there? This is going to be the last time we do this, right? It has to be. It's okay. You can do this. The Twin Towers elevator heading down to the trial grounds looked exactly like the one at the Monocrow, but no one acknowledged that bizarre similarity, as there was only heavy silence among us. The silence could be because of the fact that there were so little of us left, but there was a sense of solemnness that we could all feel from the atmosphere. Granted, no one really talked during this period, but this time it felt like we couldn't talk even if we wanted to. After what felt like hours passed by, the elevator arrived at the trial grounds with the usual loud creak. What is up with the expensive-looking curtains? Now, this is what I call a good rework. Teruya would have loved these curtains. He was pretty fond of rainbows, after all. Oh my gosh, I didn't make that. Was it all like rainbow-colored splattered sheets, like just as a fuck you to Teruya in some way? Welcome, please move to your assigned seats. It will be the one with your name listed on it. He isn't even looking in the right direction. Please move to the seat with your name on it. Let's move. Oh my gosh, so many people crossed out. What the? Was this place always so spacious? We've got more death portraits than we've got survivors. And at least one of us will become a portrait after this is all over. Let's make sure to keep that number at 1. Ooh, what a nice atmosphere we have. This grandiose feeling. Don't you all get the feeling we're on the end game now? It's enough to make my identified seat code and avatar match. Class trial system now booting. Boot successful. Starting debug mode. Debug mode access successful. The class trial will now commence. The class trial is about to start. It's already the 5th time. I'm just looking for Shiobai's. It looks like... yeah, like he doesn't even have one. It's like he's just been completely removed, like he never existed. Tons of people have died, and many have lost their lives through the class trial. Teruya, this case victim, a member of the Kisaragi Foundation, and the classmate of Akane Taira, but she doesn't know anything about the Foundation. What was he trying to do as the representative of the Kisaragi Foundation? What info did he have for us? Unfortunately for us, he took that information to his grave, and we never got to know his true intentions. The only thing left for us to do is to find his killer and to make sure his death won't be in vain. Putting aside the hundreds of problems we had to deal with to escape this place, we now had to set our first priority to the class trial. A trial of life or death. A lie of life or death. The betrayal of life or death. The explanation of life or death. The excuse of life or death. The trust of life or death. Life or death. The class trial. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this episode. So we are going to be doing the 5th class trial next time, and this is an interesting case because Shiobai is not going to be there, it seems like. He's just disappeared. That's another thing I forgot to bring up at the beginning of the episode, is Shiobai knocking Sora out, keeping her hostage, and it seemed more like he kind of knew who she was, or like knew what was going on, and he just wanted confirmation. We know Shiobai, he's an information broker, so he knows a lot of things, but yes, he seems to know a lot about what's going on here, and then he just disappeared. So, I don't know, is Mikado sabotaging us? Did he disappear Shiobai because he was getting too close to the truth? I don't know, but it seems like he's not going to be at this class trial, which is a problem because he kind of carries us. So this will be very interesting to see how we're going to fare in this one. And it is an odd one with the Teruya's body moving around. Now, of course, there's 2 culprits that kind of seem the most obvious, either Mikado or Iroha, the 2 members of Void, who want to stop Teruya from doing whatever he was about to do. But I hate to say it, but could we have a Yoriko betrayal? I don't want to. I feel like the game has put so much emphasis on Yoriko and Sora's relationship that it feels like that would be this kind of game to just gut punch you like that right towards the end and have her betray you. I'm praying that's not the case. But we will just have to wait and see. So I hope you guys are excited for the 5th class trial. Stay tuned for that next week. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Until then, bye. Special shoutouts to my top tier patrons: Revealing Storm, Lynn's VA, Kenji Storm, Icognito, Kevlar, Izuzu, Jesse Pelletier Lemire, and Lucas Gomes.